The Correctional Services Department said to appeal the judgment that set aside former President Jacob Zuma's medical parole. The High Court sitting in Pretoria declared that decision unlawful and ordered that the former president returns to prison to finish his 15-month jail sentence. Meanwhile, the Jacob Zuma Foundation says the former president has lodged an appeal as he believes that a higher court will reach a different conclusion. Newzroom Afrika's senior politics reporter Ziyanda Ngcobo now with that report.
The Correctional Services Department believes the Pretoria High Court misinterpreted the act which guides it and is convinced a higher court will agree with them. The Jacob Zuma Foundation said the former president has already lodged an application to appeal.
According to the finding of the public protector, R1 billion was used to pay certain institutions and individuals. And I wonder if those judges that have handled and gave the judgment today are not part of the judges who are alleged to have received bribery from the CR17 bank statement.
The court dismissed Zuma's medical parole, saying former Correctional Services Commissioner Arthur Fraser misunderstood the scope of his powers. The court said Fraser should not have gone against the Medical Parole Advisory Board's recommendation that Zuma did not qualify. The DA and AfriForum, which sought to have Fraser's decision overturned, have welcomed the High Court's judgment.
The ruling that was given today, that this was in fact the case, that in other words, that the decision to grant medical parole was unlawful, that former President Jacob Zuma has to return to prison, and also that the time that he spent outside of prison does not count as part of the 15 months that he has to spend in prison, is, as far as we are concerned, a major breakthrough for justice in this country.
Zuma's supporters have hit out at the judiciary, even unsubstantiated claims that senior judges have been bribed.
It's never nice to gloat over somebody going to jail, and that wasn't the point of the litigation. The point of the litigation was to get the precedent in place that nobody in South Africa is above the law, and that the law applies equally to all South Africans.
The legal team of His Excellency President Zuma has just delivered his application for leave to appeal in terms of Section 17 of the Superior Courts Act on the grounds that the judgment is clearly wrong, and there are strong prospects that a higher court will come to a totally different conclusion.
It's unclear how soon the Supreme Court of Appeal will hear Zuma's matter. But what is clear is that whatever unfolds going forward has the potential to affect the country's civil stability. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Johannesburg.